Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries February 2, 2022. Take action on creating a fanciful dream world today. Indeed, much of the activities of the day will be touched with an air of outer worldliness. Though you are a person who generally likes to keep your feet on the ground, realize that once in a while it is essential to let go and experience other realms of thought in order to gain new perspectives on things. Let your hair down and go wild tonight. A passionate letter or phone call could come from a close friend or romantic partner. The person may be confused and rather tormented by his feelings. Be kind and sensitive to him. If you have been thinking about doing some writing, this is the day, as your imagination is flying high. Take care to let the words flow out of you and not get too caught up in the exigencies of grammar and structure. You can always edit later. You are a very helpful, responsible person, and you are always able to calm down the atmosphere around you. However, your relative serenity, your ability to anticipate events, and your sense of values may clash with other people's unwillingness to work with you. However, try and stay clear-headed about things, and use today to meditate and think of ways to put a little more balance and stability back into your relationships. You can cut through to the truth quite easily today, so don't hesitate to do so. If you come to an intersection and no one seems to know who is next in line to proceed, take the initiative yourself and go ahead. It might not be a bad idea to signal to the other drivers what your intentions are before you make your move. Being aggressive with your actions does not mean that you should be reckless. You are in a state of siege in your own home and in your family circle. People are criticizing you constantly, and you feel you're doing everything wrong. Take time to reflect before retorting, because they could actually be right on some points. If you react in a sober way, your family will regain their trust in you very quickly. It might be something kind of stupid, but if you don't take care of it right away, it will turn into something even worse. So whatever domestic issues need to be addressed, do it now. You find the idea of meeting new people difficult, not really something you want to contemplate. If this is actually how you feel, then far better to wait a while and reflect on what you really want to achieve. When this is done, the idea of dating has a realistic purpose, with much higher chances for success. It would be best to do some deep meditation today. You will find that connection with your inner space is incredibly valuable on a day like this. Realize that great transformations are made when you release control of your mind. Let things flow smoothly in line with the Tao, and don't worry so much about organizing and planning out all of your actions. Keep things simple and enriched with ease. An overall understanding of the situation will come naturally. You will get what you want and what you fear as well. This will be a day of realization, notably in your private life. You will be more receptive to your family and spouse. But be prudent. If things are on the move today, be careful that they don't go in a bad direction. Your relationships with those close to you may turn sour. Everyone won't necessarily be on the same wavelength as you are. Try not to be upset by small incidents that really have no major effect in the long run. People might be nitpicky and could perhaps come down a bit hard on your adventuresome nature. Much of your strength lies in your ability to see the good in all and to inspire people to their full potential. Try not to get depressed by other people's inability to do the same. Just in time to capture the momentum created by yesterday's new moon, the asteroid Juno returns and joins the Sun, Moon, and Saturn in your friendship sector today. Juno might be a minor player, but as the queen of commitment and especially commitment to your relationships, she brings with her the kind of commitment that is a perfect match for Saturn's sense of resolve. This also sets the scene for an important and empowering few months for personal and professional networking, friendship and relationship building. In the absence of any planetary activity on the relationship front, the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment and especially commitment to your relationships, return to your friendship sector today is the next best thing. Returning after yesterday's new moon, but with the moon still here, gets this new era of friendship and relationship building off to a good start. When the moon connects with Jupiter, it can add a lot of positivity to the overall energy of the day. Jupiter is an optimistic planet that allows us to call on our philosophical side and expand our worldly horizons. This is also a very lucky aspect. Emotions get bigger, as does a need to open up to other people, something we never thought we could do. The moon squares Neptune today too, and when Neptune is involved we begin to see the world through rose-colored glasses. This can make us overzealous and impair our judgment of situations, because we're inclined to think the best of other people even if that isn't necessarily true or real. We want to believe in the goodness of people, but it's important to watch out for those who might take us for granted or not have our best interests at heart. You could get played or used and not see it coming, which is why it's important to be aware of this possibility. The other side of this transit is that we could knowingly let others take advantage of us. While we can trust our head to steer us in the correct direction, we should aim to be heart-centered in our approach. The next 2 days are an excellent time for starting things, but not for seeing them through if they require extensive planning or patience. Also before dawn, Leo Mars forms a square to Ceres in Taurus, activating a T-square with retrograde Jupiter in Aquarius. The opposition between Mars and Jupiter will be exact tomorrow. This transit presents a conflict between two fundamental human instincts, self-preservation and the reflex to protect those we care about. We believe others must submit to us so we can help them. If they refuse our help, we lose our purpose, so we interpret this as defiance, an insult, or a threat. If someone does permit us to assist them, we will make sure they don't forget it. Reminders of how giving and generous we are subtly imply that we are owed a debt of gratitude, which inevitably breeds resentment, making the other party wish they hadn't asked in the first place. We should monitor our actions closely today. Self-reflection is the only way to determine whether we are out of line or overstepping another's boundaries.